Wilson on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a loss on the play. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Wilson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they work this out past the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Seattle.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, completion here to Claypool. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there.
The running back.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score is Seahawks 7, Titans nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Tannehill throwing again. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
brought down.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Darrell Taylor in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where the kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
From the 27, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Titans nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is huge.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 2, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Titans.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they're looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 38, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 49.
2nd and 11 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it with Henry on first down. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
11 yards there, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jared Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Derrick Henry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Safety's creeping. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Yo, trips left, trips left. Mike by 4, Mike by 4. Push him back. Push him back. Right there.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Here we go, Tiger.
Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21 yards.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Short throw to Smith, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey! It comes to me, it's me. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Hey, Mike 51.
They snap it to Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
They go play action now. Wilson. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 37.
And Myers able to knock it through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
51 to Mike. 51. Let's make these babies cry. Go.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky. Tight right. Hip.
Now Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's not going to get me. Block.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go. Calm the crowd. All day, dog. Hey. 51's the mic. I'm trying to collect. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Go.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 4.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.